Good evening, Mayor, City Council. My name is Lucas Shonkman. Many of you probably know my family. I did not intend on speaking tonight. I just wanted to listen, but after some of the comments that were made, I felt it necessary. I'm a former member of the military. I was in the infantry. I'm a disabled veteran. I just want to stand on the other side and urge people to stand for their Second Amendment rights. And I came here tonight because I was thinking that we'd be discussing the issue of city parks. I myself I'm a professional with a weapon. I carry a weapon every day, and for the purpose of protecting people. And I think that we should be more aware of firearms, and I think that we should train our children to maybe not to use them, but just safety in general when it comes to firearms. I don't think that there's anything out there that is a public service for teaching children to be safe around them. If they go to somebody's house and there's one there, nobody teaches children not to pick that gun up and play with it. I'm sure some parents speak to their children about it, but most don't, I believe, out of fear. Also in schools in general, maybe not glorify weapons, but just make sure that people understand they're for protection. There's a purpose to it, and the American people should be very careful about messing with the Second Amendment and changing it. I think that it's very important that it's there for not just personal protection, but the protection of the American people and all purposes. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else?
I have a question, Mayor. Okay.
Councilman Morgan. Go ahead.
Thank you, Mayor. The gentleman said that he carries a weapon all of the time for protection. Would you please ask him if he is armed right now?
I guess the question is, would it matter?
It does to me.
Well,
ask the question.
No. I'll turn to our city attorney and ask, do we have to ask?
This is the time set aside for the council to accept citizen comments. I'm not sure that there's anything in your council rules of procedure that invite the council to ask questions in return, but if the individual is willing to answer the question, that's fine. But this is a time for citizens to address the council, not the other way around.
I'm fully comfortable answering that question. Yes, I have a concealed carry permit, and I am concealed carrying at this moment. I would hope that people felt comfortable with that due to the fact that I am a trained professional with a weapon, and I served my country for over 5 years in Afghanistan, sustained wounds in protection of those rights, and if there was an issue, I would protect any person, whether I knew him or not, with my own life. So I hope you feel comfortable with that.
Thank you, Mr.
Well, I'm going to make a motion. If we have somebody who is in the chambers armed, it's not necessary. I'll make a motion that we ask them to check their weapon with the police chief or to the police department. This is my motion. Or to leave the premise. That's my motion, and I'm waiting for a second.
Second.
We have a motion on the floor, and all those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed?
Aye.
Did you have that? Okay. And so that motion does not pass.
Thank you, Mayor. If I may, I'll excuse myself at this time then. Thank you.
Absolutely. Hold on. Councilmember Campbell.
I'd like to say something to this.
A couple of council members who tried to pass a motion in reference to firearms not being allowed in council chambers. Can you touch on the legality, if that were to have passed, what the legality of that would have been.
Because of the preemption in state law, as I think I may have alluded to earlier in the meeting tonight, such an action would likely be invalid and unenforceable, and likely would not be a lawful directive in the event the police chief or others were asked to enforce such action. But since such action was not taken, it essentially becomes moot.
Okay. Well, and that's exactly what it seems to be the understanding. But and I apologize to, is it Lucas Chalfant?
Yonkman.
Oh, is it Yonkman? I apologize, Mr. Yonkman. Apologize for the for the situation where, in this case, we have a couple council members, and these were the same council members that also tried to dictate whether you were able to wear a hat in council chambers. Now are trying to take your right to bear arms away. They're stating that whether it's they're fearful or uncomfortable because of your attendance. I, on the other hand, feel safer that you are here. If we were to play out hypotheticals in reference to an elected official being concerned about somebody harming, it's not going to be coming from the likes of you. And so I appreciate your attendance this evening. I think it definitely opens the eyes of the public in reference to how some elected officials are choosing to go up and beyond the scope of their elected position to take away your rights. As a council member, we end up having to take an oath. This was my oath when I was on the city council. We as council members have to solemnly swear or affirm that we would support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution and laws of the state of Washington. That we would faithfully and impartially perform and discharge the duties of the office of council member of the city of Oak Harbor. And we have to swear to that we take that oath. This evening, we had a couple council members that were doing just the opposite. And so I apologize for that possible action. I'm glad we didn't get to that point. But once again, I apologize for you having to go through that. You took it in great stride. You didn't have to answer the questions by some council members. You still chose to do that. But that being said, we need to remember the oath that we took, whether it's as a mayor, whether it's as city council members, that we are not able to, no matter how much you want to, infringe on the rights of others. That's not our job. You're not able to do that. So that being said, Councilmember Campbell.
Make a motion, we adjourn.
Okay. We got a motion to adjourn.